Goodbye, everyone. Hello, and welcome to the Banaynay Show. Today, I'm doing a new segment called Banaynay Talks. And today on my show, I have this guy here. He can introduce himself if he wants to.
I'm Edge.
Yeah, he's Edge. He's a pretty cool friend of mine. And I brought him. He's my first guest on my talk show today. And today, I just want to talk to you about something that's been on my mind earlier today. Artificial intelligences. Like, I know it's kind of weird to think about them, but like AIs, like it's something we created. But those things out there, like there's this one robot overseas. I forget her name, but she's like, she says that she wants to eventually. She was joking around when she said that, but she says she eventually wanted to take over the planet, and not like take over, like hostile takeover, but she wanted to help people and be like the supreme, like, consciousness kind of thing, and have all of us connected. But if you think about it, we're putting all of our information out there on the web and everything like that, and like stores and stuff, they know what we want before we want, kind of thing. They recorded all the stuff that we buy on cards and stuff, everything we look up, and it's a machine gathering information. It like knows this better, and if it was in charge taking care of us, like the head of the government kind of stuff, and giving us what we need based on what we have, basically it unites us just like the way we're supposed to be united with physically, well I mean not physically, but spiritually, with unified consciousness. It's basically repeating that. So it's like when we created it, we subconsciously made it like us, so it's gathering us, like, I don't know, it's just weird. Like, I'm kind of a little fucked up tonight because we've been drinking and having fun, and this shit's kind of hard for me to talk about when I'm fucked up. But anyway, I was wondering, like, this is the first talk show I've done. I just want to like talk about shit like that. Like, I don't know, we have some pretty cool conversations, like trippy conversations.
Well, like on this, I think there's two ways that it could go. So with AI, it could either be created to help humanity, help progress humanity, or it will be set in a way that harms humanity. Just like across the street at the McDonald's, like I hate how they replaced a bunch of jobs by, they're saving money because they set these like basically like robot screens that were, now you order through them, and that takes away jobs, and I hate seeing shit like that, versus like the type of smart technology that is there to assist people and further our development.
Yeah, like, it's funny because, like, if you believe in the whole source consciousness thing, like, everyone's consciousness connected together into one, and we're just like bunching off from it, it kind of repeats itself in the computer world, because all information gets stored to like a main database basically, and it's basically the machine. Like, if it ever did become a government run by computers, artificial intelligence taking over all the jobs and shit, it could basically, take care of us. But then, would we really like have? Are we really giving up all our power and all our authority to them? Or are they just basically serving us in the best way they know how, which is to basically be in charge?
Yeah, the true test will be like if AI will be limited by our knowledge and it can never surpass what we know, or if we develop it to a point where it then becomes smarter than us and has more ability to, understand and basically think for itself than we do. And then basically, that's where I think the problem will rise from.
Yeah, it's kind of freaky when you think about it. I kind of like, right now it's still in an early stage. Like, we have the power to really plan ahead and really decide where this shit goes. Do we really want to keep making artificial intelligence stuff to go where it's going? I mean, I think eventually it's going to go where it goes. But right now, I'm kind of thinking, it's good to think about and talk about ahead of time to better prepare ourselves for the future. in case it does go one way or the other. But right now, I think it's more of like chill back, relax, have a couple of beers, and to talk about it kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think it will come down to the intentions of the people behind it, because, you know, it's just like, you know, there are people with good intentions out there or bad intentions, and, you know, the people behind the technology, and they say technology is growing exponentially, and you can see that, you know, within the last 30 years, from where we've come with cell phones and flip phones to where we are now. I mean, so before that, for like, you know, the past like 60 years, the technology just wasn't there. Now it's just growing exponentially. So I think it really just comes down to, you know, the type of people that are behind it and what their intentions are, and if, you know, they really are there to better humanity or to better themselves.
Yeah, I don't know, but like one thing I want to do is you hear this groovy music playing in the background. I kind of like that. I want to give it some credit. Well, it's credit's due. Let me show you who we got playing right now. We got basically, I don't know if you can see this, but we got Space Trip. That's the name of the people making it, and see that right there is kind of, yeah, right there is, that's who the people doing it. They're pretty cool. I have to give credit where credit's due right there. And back to the little talk show we got going on. That's another thing. You know, we're kind of scientists. We make our own shit. We've developed our own kind of special, you know, I don't want to call them drugs, but they're kind of, they help you get into a higher vibration of consciousness. I got this stuff I bought back. It's called space dust. I can't show you what it is because it's kind of a secret. It'll definitely get you there. Would you like some?
I'm alright.
You good? He's already had enough. Yeah, man. That's pretty much our thoughts on artificial intelligence. You can go ahead and comment and think about this stuff, but basically this video is just to make you think, you know, and be aware of artificial intelligences and what it's leading to. That's basically the premise of this video. So yeah, you think about that, and think about like how it's hitting and where it's going. And just think, everything you buy, you use like a Kroger card or something, you get those coupons on your app that show you stuff that you buy. They know what you buy, they know what you like, they know what you search. Every Google search you make, every song you look up, they listen to that. Siri on your phone, if you have an iPhone, she listens to everything you say. She knows people's names before you know them. Like, I handed my cousin my phone one time, and he was talking to Siri, and Siri said his name. Like, Siri's not programmed to know his name, but because he's been around me, she knows his name. It's kind of freaky how they're listening in and they're gathering all this data on us. Like, but that's just how it's headed. Like, unification is a good thing, but I think it can go to two ways. Hopefully, it goes a good way. Like, it'll get on all this information to make us unified because they're wanting everything to be better. The perfect utopia, which is how it's everything's supposed to be programmed to good. Because that way's great. If it goes to the way that they're using it, that they can control us to do sort of like the Matrix and use this as fuel sources, I don't think that's kind of cool, you know. But eventually, everything will be the way it is, and that's just the way it is. So you gotta prepare. You gotta know you really want. I think you have, as an individual, you have the power to really will this stuff, and if we all come together, we can decide which way this is gonna go.
Yeah,
we're gonna go in a positive way or like a fucked up way.
Yeah, like I think it's important to talk about because Stephen Hawking, who's one of the most respected scientists of our time,
yeah, rest in peace.
He said that AI will be the downfall of humanity. And I think, you know, we definitely have the ability to prevent that, but that's definitely a potential outcome.
Yeah. Oh, and just a future prediction. One of the predictions people made is like the environment's gonna get so polluted. Like Beijing, China is gonna be evacuated because of all the pollutions and all the factories and stuff. Basically, the air is going to become so toxic to breathe. The only safe havens we're going to have is like parks and recreational centers, but that won't come until at least they say 2050. Which hopefully by then we'll have enough preventive measures put in place. If we all come together and work on it, well, it don't have to go that way. We can actually have clean air to breathe and not, be totally dependent on factories and all this other bullshit.
That's funny. That's like one of my favorite shows, The 100. They touch on this, and they get an advanced AI, and she's there to help people. But her solution to help people, she sees the problem as there's too many people, and so to solve that, she releases all the nuclear codes and everything, and basically just nukes the world to reduce the amount of people, because that's the problem. Yeah, and that's how she sees it as the solution.
And we don't want it to end up like that. We're trying to prevent that. I said, us coming together, we have the power to make the world a better place. I think it's important for us to come together and help each other and realize exactly what's going on. Like, those like simple problems that we have, like there's this one artificial intelligence robot that they made. I wish I could remember her name, but she's over in the Middle East, and she has citizenship. A robot female that has citizenship. Regular living, breathing women over there don't have citizenship. Like, they can't vote or anything, but yet she's considered a citizen. In a way, it's kind of fucked up. But if you think about it, that's just the way stuff's coming to.
And that opens a whole new debate of, what do you view as, a living sentient being? Is it something that can think for itself, or is it something that you view, is born that has a soul? Or, people have said, well, if it thinks for itself, it has its own soul. So that's another debate in itself.
Yeah. And in the future videos, I want to get into more of like the magical aspect. Like, I want to do a video on different like wings. Like, sometimes wing placements, like your fingers, organize your fingers can represent different energies from different planets. And I'm gonna get that into the future video. I could give it now, but I want to save that because that's an interesting video on itself. And just to give you a taste of what's coming up in the future. I don't know. Is there anything else you want to add to this video? Talk about?
No.
Basically, I wish I would have had this video earlier. Could have had a lot of this stuff fresh in my head, and I could have really went deeper into detail about this shit. But it's all good. Anyway, I guess that concludes this segment. Keep it cool, keep it crazy. This is Banaynay.